Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm talking all about the difference between chasing versus pursuing. So a lot of you guys make the mistake of chasing women who want absolutely nothing to do with you. It's a waste of your time and I would not recommend any of you do it. So I've done an entire video all about why you shouldn't chase women, but today I'm going to specifically talk about the difference again between chasing and pursuing, because I think a lot of people don't know and find themselves in tricky situations that they wish they weren't in because they don't know the difference. Pursuing a woman is incredibly masculine and sexy, and girls love it. However, you don't want to cross the line and enter into chasing territory, because this is the opposite of pursuing. It's not sexy and it will actually probably push a woman away. So I'm going to highlight the differences between both and then give some examples that will hopefully help you guys out. Okay, so what is chasing? Chasing is desperate. You're chasing her attention, interest, or validation, and none of it is often being reciprocated. So you might think, I need her to like me, and you come across very desperate and needy in your chase. And the reason why this is such an issue is because you're chasing someone who is not interested in you. That is why it's called chasing. When you're chasing something, it means that it's running away from you, or it doesn't want to be caught, which in return is just a complete waste of your time. Chasing is also very one-sided, so most likely you're not getting anything in return from her, and you would kind of categorize yourself as a simp at this point. You guys know that I don't love the terminology in the manosphere, but I think in order for it to make more sense, it is important to kind of highlight what that really looks like. So, you know, you're going out of your way to do things for her and she doesn't even text you back, or you text her back a bunch of times and she never replies to you unless she needs something, or she's made it very clear that she's not interested in you, yet you keep trying to win her over, maybe by buying her nice stuff or taking her out on expensive dinner dates, hoping that it will win her over, when in reality, she's probably just using you. I don't mean to say that as a way to bash women, because I think there are a ton of really wonderful women out there, but a lot of women these days will often take advantage of the men who do this chasing, because they know that they can weasel whatever they can out of him, and chances are he's going to do it. So you never want to be the guy that's chasing the girl. The same way I would not tell girls to chase guys. I think it should be a mutual, pursuing and respect between the two of you. And if you're not seeing that, or you're not receiving that, then you have to be able to walk away. So another main difference between chasing and pursuing is that someone who is pursuing has the ability to walk away because they respect themselves. Someone who is doing the chasing just sees the prize and they're going after it and don't know when to remove themselves from that, and often end up wasting a ton of time, becoming bitter, resentful, and not getting what they want anyway. So knowing when to walk away, knowing when to remove yourself is key. So on the flip side there, what is pursuing? Pursuing is patient. It's showing interest and being okay regardless of the outcome. You might be consistent, but you're not rushed. So you might say something like, I'm interested and I want to see where it goes, versus the guy who's chasing saying, I need her to like me. So the chasing is kind of the scarcity mindset, going in, automatically thinking this girl has to like you because she's your only option. And then pursuing is kind of the abundance mindset, where you're going in thinking, this is just an opportunity to get to know someone. Let's see where it goes. I'll be fine regardless of what happens. So you're pursuing someone you're interested in, versus with chasing, you're chasing someone who isn't interested in you. So I hope that kind of highlights the difference between the two. Often pursuing is reciprocated to some extent, even if it's not in the beginning. You walk away if it's not being reciprocated. So you don't even get to the point where nothing is being reciprocated for you, because you've removed yourself at that point the second you see it happen. So pursuing is being patient and not so needy and clingy, but also knowing when to walk away, which is something that I think a lot of men have problems with, is they put all of their time and effort and energy into this one girl. We might call that one-itis, right? But they don't know when to remove themselves, so they end up wasting their time. They end up being sad and disappointed, even though maybe this girl told them in the beginning, I'm not interested in you. They want to change their mind. And actually, a lot of women do this as well with men. So they'll go after a guy who is clearly not good for them, or emotionally unavailable, or whatever the heck it might be, and they try to win this guy over by thinking they can change him, or be the one to change his mind, or make him act a different way, when in reality, it's just a huge waste of your time, because if that person doesn't want you, you can't change their mind, and you shouldn't want to change their mind. You should want to be with someone who wants to be with you. So that is the main difference between chasing and pursuing, is just knowing when to walk away and understanding that, when you're chasing someone who is clearly not interested in you, and you want to avoid doing that. And I know I've done a whole video on it, but I really just wanted to break it down here. The reason that none of you should be chasing is as simple as this. And I know I said this earlier, but I really want to reiterate this so you guys fully understand what I'm saying. If you're chasing someone, it means that they are running away from you or they don't want to be caught. Why would you want to chase something that does not want to be caught? I know it might feel cool. It might feel like, oh my gosh, when I catch this, it's going to be awesome. But if it doesn't want to be caught, it doesn't really matter what it's like when you catch it, because you're going to be disappointed anyway. On the flip side to this, if you are chasing someone because they are playing silly little games with you, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. I don't think that games are necessary. I don't think that you should even waste your time playing games with people. If a girl is playing games with you, I think it says all you need to know about her. And unless you're looking for something toxic or maybe just a hookup or something, then, you know, you do you. If you're looking for a healthy relationship or something more serious, I would highly encourage all of you to stay away from all of the stupid games. It's only going to leave you feeling like you wasted your time, exhausted probably, because who the heck wants to do that from the very beginning? You're just like setting yourself up for disaster. So just some quick little examples of chasing would be, number one, you initiate every or almost every conversation. Number two, you ask her to hang out after she's canceled on you 4 times already. Guys, come on. Number three, you pedestalize her. This is just setting yourself up for disaster. Nobody is perfect, and if you treat someone like they are, chances are they'll walk all over you, so don't do this. And number four, you try to impress her with maybe excessive gifts, praise, compliments, etc. to win her over. Plain and simple, guys, if the only way you can win a girl over is by spending all your money on her or buying her luxury cars or bags or apartments or whatever it might be, really take a step back and think about, do I want to be with someone like that? Some of you might say yes, and that's totally your preference. It's up to you. It's your life, not mine, so you do you, but really think about that. Some examples of pursuing might be, number one, you're intentional. Number two, you see her as someone who would enhance your life, not be your life. And number three, you respect her, but also respect yourself enough to see when things aren't being reciprocated. So it's very clear the difference between chasing and pursuing, and I hope that you guys can see that. You all deserve to be with someone who reciprocates your time, effort, and energy, and if that is not being reciprocated, you have to be able to remove yourself, because if you're unable to do that, it means that you aren't respecting yourself and probably not ready for a relationship anyways. So once you kind of lay everything out and put them side by side, I think it's very easy to see the differences between the two. If you guys have any questions down below or specific scenarios that you would like me to help you out on, of course you can comment down below on the video, and I can do my best to get back to your comment, or a lot of times other guys will often come to the rescue and try to give their honest feedback as well. So if you guys like this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.